go ahead.
Go.
All right. So when we left, I cannot talk. When we last left, you group of four, Ink was diligently reading books in the library, as she tends to do. Oscar and Onai were being menaces to a innocent, sweet little gnome.
Hey, no, we weren't.
My God. Oscar was falling in love. Let's say it how it is. Oscar was falling in love.
Hold on. We were not. I said not to be rude. That counters everything that happened.
Sure it does.
Is that
sure
how the world works?
Yes.
Yeah. Because apparently in this world, if you say not to be rude, everything is fine.
Yes. That's how it is. Take notes, guys.
Yep.
I'll just let you keep thinking that.
Cool. Because I will.
Oh no, my page is
It'd be
folded.
nice if I don't fall off my stool.
Please don't.
Same though.
All right, so Ink is still preoccupied reading for a little while longer. Oscar and Onai, you're walking away from the tea house. Right now, you're currently in the town square.
Really
Eldon?
confused.
Yes, still extremely confused.
Mhm.
Eldon, last we left while everyone else was going to their own places. None of you saw Ink that morning because she just was gone before daylight, and quite literally
Lost the
camping
box.
outside the Pied Piper. You quite literally watched Oscar and Onai skip away in a fit of glee.
And
Didn't
immediately
we
felt
do
like I
ballet?
needed a drink.
Yes. Give me a second.
I'm going to leave the call and come back as you keep explaining to Jason.
Okay. All right. Okay, so he did drop out. Okay. All right. Eldon, what was your course of action?
So, first, Eldon is going to go stop at the store.
Okay.
Okay.
He was on a
Which-
stroll, and then he changed his mind before he went off on his adventure.
Okay.
The store that
What-
has the armor.
All right. So you decided to head north from the Lotus Inn and Tavern towards the Cinder's Quill, home of Talon White Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I'm just trying to get something to load up. Why is this not working? There we go.
I'm lagging so bad.
Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah. At least in Discord.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Nope.
Well, if we need to explain anything over, just let me know, Gothy.
Or we can type it in the
Yep.
chat. I mean,
That too.
yeah, just speak up.
Yep.
All right. So you've taken the path northward. Just taking your time. You pass the library. You kind of look through the window. You see Ink quite literally sitting in the window, Lotus style, just flipping through pages. You've never seen someone flip through pages that fast. You kind of question if she's actually taking anything in or if she's just looking at the pages. But after a few minutes of a nice walk, you find yourselves outside the front door of the Sinner's Quill. What would you like to do?
I want to go in and talk to Mr. Herbert. One hair.
Oh, so you're heading to see Herbert, not the blacksmith.
Oh, I was going to do both, so we can stop at the blacksmith first. No, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, because you would have to go across town to
Nope.
see
We
Herbert.
we will stay at the blacksmith.
Okay.
Alright. So I'm going
You
to
go ahead.
on in and talk to Talon.
All right. So you walk into the blacksmith, the Cinder's Quill, expecting to see a familiar elven man behind the counter, but instead you see Just a standard worker, a human male, kind of a light gruff to his face. Arms are thick. It looks like he's manned the anvil since he was a young lad. As you walk through the door, a little bell chimes. He looks up from the ledgers that he's looking at and says, "Welcome to the Center Squill. How can I help you this evening? Or this morning? Sorry, I lose track of time."
Is Talon in?
He's actually out running errands this morning. But my name is Robert. I'll be more than happy to help you.
All right.
What can we do for you, sir?
What kind of weapons do you have around here at a reasonable price that I could browse?
He kind of points around the shop. He said, "Over here, we have our typical swords, ranging from long and short. We also have a few rapiers, but from the look of you, you look like you're more of a hardy long sword or maybe even a great sword."
Absolutely.
All right, 1 second. What is going on? Hold on. Lol. Okay. Okay, so he also points over to another rack where you see different axes of different sizes. Some a little ornate heads on them with some just basic carving. Some look like wolves, some look like dragons, but they all have a very similar shape. Some have a little bit longer cutting point, probably for slicing into flesh. Some look more like your standard woodcutter's axe. Let me see, what else would he have? Their stock. He says our selection has just changed from week to week. Depends on what people are buying up. But right now we have all kinds of weapon. What would you be interested in? I see you carry a nice axe there on your back.
I would like to browse either a sword or an axe that potentially falls into the 150, 200 gold piece range.
Most of our standard equipment falls into that range. If you were looking for something in a higher price range, you would be probably more interested in some of our silvered weapons, or possibly even checking out Hubert's shop to see if he has any junkards. I say junkards. The honing of them leaves a lot to be desired. A lot of them are dull, but they could have some magical properties, but some of them don't stick around too long. And granted, most of those do range in the 500 plus, knowing Hubert. So, if you're looking for a magical weapon, that's. Otherwise, you're welcome to browse. And he points over at some glass shelves, and in it you see some finely polished silvered long swords and short swords, running about $100 to $150.
Do you buy axes? Such as, would you be interested in purchasing mine?
He's like, "Would you mind if I inspect it for a real quick moment just to see what kind of quality is in?"
Go for it.
San. How much was that shield gauntlet you wanted?
It's 100 gold.
It was 100?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm looking for something specifically like 150.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gonna tell you now, Oscar doesn't mind sharing money. So, if you need to, if you at that store you can't negotiate any lower, Oscar will give you.
Thank you, Oscar.
But Eldon does not know that right now, sadly.
No, but
No,
but
never.
honestly, Oscar was on his way to Talon's shop anyway for some stuff. So,
Yeah.
Well, depending on how long Eldon takes here, might show. Or you might catch him on his way out. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
The whole call cut out then, but I caught your drift. I can pick up what you're putting down.
Eldon's actually quite anxious to move on with his day. I
Okay.
guess he is looking for somebody. So
yeah, you see the standard array in the player's handbook. Jason, you'll see the standard weapons that are most likely in the shop. So whatever you fancy, whether it's a long sword, let's see, we got battle axes, we even got some pole arms, some glaives standing up in the corners.
so
You see
basic.
a long sword.
Where in the handbook is that? And I will look real quick.
Page 149.
I don't have this on my computer because shoot, this is a new computer.
Give me a second.
Oh,
Yeah.
Max,
Yo,
did you get the text I sent you? I don't know if you replied.
I don't know. Hold on, let me.
Like,
Jason?
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
Gothy, did you send me a message? And
You cut out.
where did you send me the message?
Oh, private.
Okay. You wouldn't know right off the bat. You would probably have to ask around a little bit.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
But I do need
So
to.
I see a great sword in here for 50 gold pieces.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
take care of Sam. I just wanted to make sure you got that text.
he sees you. You look in the case. Are you looking at a normal or a silvered greatsword?
How much is
'Cause,
the silvered?
The silvered would run you about 150.
Then I want the silvered. That's right around the price that I'm looking for.
Okay. So Richard walks around the to the behind the glass case and opens up a panel on his side.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Thought his name was Robert.
Sorry, Robert. I
Yes.
didn't have his stuff planned out, so that was on the seat of my pants. So I
Hey, that's fine.
apologize.
It's all good.
Don't worry. I just remembered it was Robert because I'm like, that's there's
Sorry.
Now it's
What happened?
My apologies. So Robert, let me get that straight.
Mm-hmm.
Opens up a little sliding door on his side of the case, pulls it out, takes it back over to where he was sitting originally. Does a quick inspection of it to make sure that nothing has happened in the last couple of days since it was forged. Said, "Oh, everything looks like it's in order. This will be $150. Are you still looking to make a trade on your great axe?"
Absolutely.
Right. So a standard great axe, we will usually buy that back for about 17 gold pieces.
Sure. Why not?
And yours definitely looks like it's in great condition, so we'll throw in an extra gold. So
18, that's 132. Okay. So that means I spent 132 gold out of the 250. Okay.
all right. So you hand him the great axe. He lays it behind the counter. You see in a little box or like another stand with some other weapons that look like someone else has sold. Sometimes they sell them as is. He explained. Sometimes people take it and they refinish it, kind of resharpen them to make sure everything is in pristine condition and sell them at a discounted price sometimes. But they haven't gotten quite there yet. They were waiting on some shipments from Jenkins. So, Robert asked you, is there anything else I can help you with? I'm sorry, I did not catch your name. How rude of me.
I am Eldon, and there is one other thing that you can help me with, my good
Yes,
sir.
yes, Mr. Eldon. What can we do for you?
Have you seen Margaret this morning?
Margaret. Oh, you mean little Margot?
Yes.
She, last I saw, was heading out with Elena out this morning. She stopped by this morning while Talon and Elena were having breakfast, and they were going to go do some scouting to the northwest of here, towards the old homestead of Mr. Victor.
Okay. Thank you for the information. And Eldon nods. He heads out the door, and he goes to the store that has the bracer.
All right. So as you walk out, you kind of see further south of you a hulking Goliath walking towards you. You've only he's only half the distance from the town square.
Yeah.
I wonder who this.
So on the map, you're Oscar. You're just now making it past the Pied Piper. You saw this. You see the same scene that Eldon saw. You see your Tabaxian friend Ink sitting in the corner of the shop next to the window.
I wave and scream, "Hi, Ink."
Her ears kind of twitch back, but she doesn't really do anything.
So you continue on your way. Eldon, do you want to just keep walking, or do you kind of wave at him, or what do you want to do?
Eldon gives him just a nod to acknowledge his existence, but Eldon has his own mission, and
Okay.
he has his own...
Eldon.
So if you guys look at the map real quick, I'm gonna do a ping. Oscar, you're about right here.
Eldon.
And Eldon, you're right here at the crossroads.
Eldon.
Yep, I'm just gonna keep on trucking for the moment.
Hey, Eldon.
Eldon has his own mission.
Eldon, no.
Eldon is focused. He has his own mission. He does not care.
Come back. I need to talk to you.
All right, so
Ona's like, what are you yelling at?
So Oscar, you can either keep your normal pace, which Eldon will get away from you, or
I'm messing with them.
No, I know.
all right. So Eldon, you finally after a few minutes of walking, you're going through past a few homes. You see some people tending to some yard work. You see some young kids who are not quite of school age yet, playing in the yard, playing in the streets. You kind of feel oddly at peace right now, despite the rumors of all the aggressive beast going on in the woods. Everyone here seems to be at peace. At least those are the residents that are not actively out in the woods. So it's kind of like you kind of get the feeling that everyone trusts the town's guards and the rangers right now.
That's good to know.
So you keep making your way down, and you come finally up to, one second, my brain just went blank. The Unicorn's Odyssey, run by Hubert and his brother Igor. Although none of you have actually met Hubert's brother just yet, you remember that Hubert was saying his brother was out doing some surveying of the old Clearborn Tower, where Jenkins actually studied at as a lad before what everyone just refers to as the incident. But you make your way inside, the bell chimes, and behind the counter you see a very particular strand of hair sticking up.
Eldon,
Play with it.
Eldon wants to play with it, but he's here on serious. Like, his hand sort of reaches out and a smirk crosses his face, and then he like swats it away. He's like, no.
He grabs his own wrist and pulls it back.
Yeah, he's like, not right now.
He points at his hand. No.
All right, so.
Hello, my good sir.
Oh, adventurer. Good to see you in good health, my friend.
Do you, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to just keep this short and sweet. But, do you still have that armor piece, my good sir, that we discussed?
He smiles and says, certainly, and he pats his little bag of holding next to him and said, safe and sound, as we agreed upon. Are you here to buy it this morning?
Well, I did a little bit of drinking last night, so I just want to confirm the price. We did say 100 gold, correct? Or am I mistaken?
Nope, that was 100 gold just for you.
Well, then I will purchase it.
Alrighty.
And that'll be
He
18
pulls
gold.
You see Hubert pull out the bracer from his bag of holding, sets it on the counter. He writes down some notes in his ledger. And give me just a second because I want to show you what it looks like real quick.
Whoops. Hang on. I was trying to edit out the battle axe from my...
Oh, damn. You just, like, destroyed him.
I did not... No. Oh, yeah. I'm going to need to get those stats from you, Max. On the
I can
greatsword.
fix that in a little bit.
Thanks.
So just a moment.
No rush. That's what I was trying to do, not attack him.
Just saying, you got a long sword for your hand axe? Is what I am thinking now.
Yeah. I don't have any
Okay.
more axes. I have a long sword.
Because I stopped lagging a little bit, so now I can actually understand what happened. Yep. Okay. That was just for the slight moment. Everything's about to go to shit again in a minute.
Yep. Time for some more rum.
I like how it says, would you like to re-roll 1d20 minus 26 again?
I can't believe I rolled a 23, honestly.
Yeah, you just freaking slaughtered him.
With an axe I don't have.
You just gripped an axe in midair and went whoosh.
So, yeah, my gold, I now have... Oh, I had 275.
All right, give me just a second because I need to roll to see if this was uncommon the version.
Okay. I'm just running some numbers real quick.
Let's see.
So I have 43 gold left.
All right, so all right. And Jason, in a second, you should get a another handout.
Another...
Oh, I did not mean.
Oh. Okay. It's a wielder is attack by... Let me write this break it down somewhat.
All right, just for everyone's sake, I'm going to read this. This is the shield bracers. So wondrous uncommon item, but it requires attunement by the wearer. When you are attacked by a spell that is meant to harm you, you can spend your reaction to cast a magical shield that appears from your wrist, protecting you from the spells from the effects of the spell. The shield can protect you against different magical attacks. For example, if the wielder is attacked by a spell that targets your AC, the shield gives you a +5 bonus until your next turn. If the wielder is attacked by a spell that forces him to make a saving throw, the shield gives him a +5 bonus to the required save until your next turn. If the wielder is attacked by magic missile, the attacker must make a separate attack roll for each missile. Where magic missile is usually an automatic hit, it doesn't matter. With this one, if it's magic missile, they got to roll to hit. The bracer only has 4 charges, and it regains 20 charges at dawn.
Okay.
Nice.
Let me notate
So in
that
other
somewhere
words-
so I can put that into my card so I can remember it.
Yep. So, in other words, you can do this 4 times before you have to wait till the next day.
Save that as... Alright.
Now, it doesn't help you against physical attacks.
So it doesn't increase my AC, it just does this awesome ability of it.
Yep. It was more. You remember there were some that you used specifically that were a little bit stronger. You could use it more often, but this one definitely looks like it. it's a little tarnished. The bronze plate on it's a little tarnished, but it still looks like in fantastic condition.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely the same style. Probably worn by those that supported you and not by the frontline vanguard directly.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's still going to be very useful to you.
Sweet.
All right.
So, you do Hubert then. Then I'll do.
No. Everything looks like it's in order. Our contract has been fulfilled in full. And he pulls out the contract that you both signed, and you watch as as the ink of it kind of just catches fire, and the paper just kind of shrivels and fades to dust.
I was hoping it would like vanish, and I was just gonna go like.
Nope. But you see, Hubert pulled out a little like brush, and he kind of scoops into a trash bin that he picks up from the floor. Say, well,
He's so adorable.
I appreciate you holding on to that for me, Hubert.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure, as always.
And with that, I bid you a good day, sir. I have matters
Have
to
a good
attend
one.
to.
And then you see him just kind of goes back down to writing his ledger. Yeah, so you walk back out.
And then Eldon is gone into the forest to look for the scouts and Margaret.
Okay. So you head back to the west towards the town square. Oscar, where were you headed to?
Oh, he zoned out looking at a butterfly. Like, right here. And
Okay.
so,
And
No,
Onai, where were you at? Were you following him or?
You know what, Oscar? I probably was following you because I have what I'm gonna be doing. So I'm just gonna follow
Okay.
Oscar because I don't know what else to do.
so are we butterfly catching by the lake over here?
Yes.
So
Gosh.
you two. Okay, so let me just make sure everyone's aware. Eldon, you're right here. You're starting to walk north. Ink, you're still right here.
Eldon.
Not popping around.
Eldon.
Eldon.
And Oscar and Onai are over here. So,
Screaming at Eldon.
Eldon has to have the look on him that maybe Oscar and Unai will pick up on, that he is on a mission, he is a little worried, and he has something he has to do.
so
Do great things.
Yep.
Oscar, Onai, as you two are trying to catch Eldon's attention, I need you both to make perception checks with disadvantage. So roll just roll 2 d20s and take the lowest one.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's probably gonna be a 6.
What's my perception? I think it's low.
Oh well, that's a 3.
That. So
3 plus.
Same thing.
just if you want to have some gold set aside for that, we can say that Ink bought a few books and we can hash that out.
So I got a 4.
We didn't see shit.
We're still
Okay,
catching
so
butterflies.
you're so distracted with waving down Eldon that you miss something. Let me pull it up real quick.
It's a giant butterfly.
Oh my god, you missed it!
Yes, you missed the largest butterfly
Oh
of your.
my gosh.
We were trying to catch all the little ones, and then a giant one just came and like picked up a
We
cat.
had the chance to catch the big butterfly. We missed it.
The big butterfly just swooped down and grabbed a cat and flew away.
Okay,
This
Eldon,
only happens
do a
once
perception check
year.
for me real quick.
Okie. Let me pull that up. Perception. Great.
Yes.
Great. I might as well just die.
You'll be fine.
Is he at disadvantage?
You'll be fine.
No, Eldon is fine. He is looking directly at you guys.
16.
Eldon, so you see that Oscar and Onai are right next to a massive cathedral. You remember them, people telling you it's the Church of the Many Gods. So it's kind of like a communal thing where it doesn't pertain to one deity of any kind. But you notice some very large pigeons on top of the building. And I mean large pigeons.
Like, these things are as big as Onai, guys.
Are they a rocket cross?
So
a rocket cross!
you watch as Oscar and Onai just wave their arms, flailing and back and forth and being extremely loud. And you see one of these pigeons just fly up and swoop down to attack Oscar.
God damn it!
I cannot tell you how pissed off this has just made Eldon. That if he has to stay there and help Oscar when he is trying to do something, he is going to be pissed.
Tap.
You could scream "Watch out" and run away.
No. I gotta make sure you don't die.
Alright, then stand where you're standing. Just be right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause for a moment. Alright, so here's what Eldon's gonna do, Max. He's gonna stand there for a second, and if it looks like Oscar's about to get his butt handed to him, he's gonna go help the pigeon. Help Oscar. And if Oscar seems to actually have it under control with Onai, like she hits it on the head with the flute or something and it passes out, then I'm dipping.
I'll do it.
Okay, so you watch as a massive pigeon, much larger than what you would normally expect, just swoops down, does a dive bomb, and at the last moment just kind of does a carpet bomb over Oscar.
Bullshit.
And that's a 17 to hit.
Do we have to roll?
I take damage?
So does it... What was your AC again? I know it was low.
11.
It's
11? So yeah, it definitely hits. So as you're sitting there waving, you hear... Onai, you hear a splat. Oscar, you freeze up.
oh dear.
And you have taken...
Okay, I'm laughing. Eldon is not.
Okay, you've taken 1 point of damage, as well as 5 points of damage to your pride, because you're now covered in a massive wad of pigeon crap.
Alright, now do I see the pigeon now?
Yes, you see it just kind of flutter away.
Far away?
No, it's about 10 feet above you, because it did a dive bomb and it's back up, and it looks like it's getting ready to turn around and do another carpet bomb run.
I cast Eldritch Blast at 11. I cast an
Alright.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh my
Alright,
god, that
make
poor
your-
pigeon!
Make your attack roll.
Make it count. Come on, Oscar.
Backs up just
I have not
Okay,
had a
so,
successful roll this entire
For
time.
those of
Oscar,
wait. For those of you listening, he rolled a critical one.
you're still trying to wipe the shit out of your right eye as you swing your middle finger up in the air and cast Eldritch Blast. You see the pigeon see it. The pigeon sees it coming and just dives down, like tucks his wings in and dives down at you.
Okay, is he gonna?
Onai, now it is your turn if you would like to do anything real quick.
Oh God.
Are we really attacking him?
You now are having a battle with a pigeon.
Hold on.
Oh,
Congrats.
I
Let
wasn't
him
ready
carpet-
for this. Oh,
Let him carpet
sweet
bomb me
baby.
again, I swear to God.
Sweet
Let him
baby.
carpet bomb me again.
I guess I'll cast. Oh my goodness, I wasn't prepared for this. Dissonant whispers on that pigeon. Get out of here, you stupid pigeon.
I'm gonna just tell you right now, Oscar is not himself anymore.
He's pretty
he's
pissed.
Goliath. He's Goliath now. He's not Oscar. Let him carpet bomb me, I swear to God.
I'm just gonna cast dissonant whispers on it, like, let's get it away somehow.
So that means I gotta make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Mom,
It rolled a.
I'm
he got
literally
a-
playing D&D.
Where did he roll?
Okay, so what was your spell
I hate
DC?
you.
Wolf, pay attention.
Oh yeah, no, she put it on the screen. So yeah, the pigeon. You hit the pigeon with whispers, and you kind of see it shake its head. Go ahead and roll your damage on that real quick.
It's 10 psychic.
Oh, 10 psychic. Yep. You watch as it kind of just shrieks and just puffs into a puff of feathers.
Oh, my sticks her tongue out. Like, don't you mess with my friend.
I
Oscar,
cast
by the
Eldritch
way,
Blast
I
at the
think.
ground 5 times.
Don't
while
break
you're
your spell
doing that,
slots.
Eldon, roll
Eldritch Blast is a
cantrip.
cantrip.
roll
Oh.
another perception check, Eldon.
Oh my god. Hopefully I see nothing.
Onai tells Oscar he needs to
Okay.
take a shower after this.
You're
We should skip
even though you're a
back.
little shocked at what just happened,
Mm-hmm.
you see from the same roost 10 more of the same size pigeons.
You know what, Max? If the DM doesn't want me to go into the fucking forest, just say so. Fine, I'm going over to the pigeons.
And they all look agitated.
Okay. Can I
And-
roll perception?
Nope.
Nope.
At this point,
Eldon
I
is
need
moving.
all to roll initiative.
Oh my
We're
god.
fighting pigeons!
Eldon is not humored.
I'm gonna have you perception check. So go ahead. and
Eldon,
roll,
you know you're humored.
initiative for me.
I got shit on, and then
Um,
Onai blasted a bird out of the sky. I think you're pretty humored.
Oh.
Why?
so-
Why, Mom? Why do you do this?
So
I don't have enough time to
Ink,
mute my
you
mic.
hear a commotion going on outside, and you see Eldon run past.
Okay, he looks pretty
Wait.
serial.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Wait, I don't think my initiative worked.
Yeah, did you
Yeah.
got a 20?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you rolled a 19 with a
Huh.
+1.
Cool. Okay.
So Ink's gonna hear that, and she's gonna slam her book shut. Oh, I hope that wasn't too loud. Anyway, and then she's gonna set it gently down in the windowsill, and pop her head out of the library. See what the hell's going on.
All right, let me get something real quick.
Hey, Ink, you want to kill some birds with us?
Bird.
Eldon walks up to Oscar and
Birds.
goes,
She
"What
points to the birds.
the actual fuck are you doing?"
Eldon, I did nothing!
It's raining feathers.
It's not my fault that a goddamn pigeon
Wait.
wanted to
did,
do this.
Did I blow up the pigeon like
Yeah.
Yes.
above us
It's dead.
Yes.
in a poop
And
of
I-
feathers?
Yes.
I cast
Yes.
Eldritch Blast on
Did
its dead body.
the
50
feathers
times.
fall on off?
Say that
I
again.
don't.
Did the feathers fall on Oscar like he poofed into a
Not
ball?
yet. No, it was still a ways away.
Okay.
Okay.
There's something we have to figure
gonna-
out though first.
I was.
Max, I gotta edit my weapon card.
Okay, give me a second, and I can do that.
Oh my
I would
God, I'm
appreciate
so sorry
it.
for-
Because
I don't
all I
think-
saw
Don't
for it was
torture me.
like,
1 second. Let me pull up
Okay.
your card.
Why do I feel like that
Just go
Max
ahead
is
and roll
trying to
a
direct
initiative.
us somewhere?
oh, he is. He's
No,
not letting me go
I've
into the
been-
forest.
I've been planning this for.
2
No.
months
No,
now.
I got
I
the damn
seriously-
hint. When there was 10 pigeons, I got the hint.
No, I literally been wanting to use his dire pigeon.
Why didn't they attack Eldon when he walked by?
It's
like- Eldon
it's like
never-
the chickens from Zelda. This is your fault somehow.
It's because Oscar and All Night were making a bunch of noise. Eldon was just walking.
Oh my god.
You're welcome, Eldon.
Eldon is not humored. I, on the other hand, am very humored. Eldon is not.
Eldon, what were you gonna do that's so
Battle axe
special
is
anyway?
gone.
I'm fighting pigeons. This is pretty freaking cool. I haven't fought anything in 3 weeks.
Eldon gives Oscar
We
a
literally
death
fought
glare.
something
No,
the
no,
other
no, no, no,
day.
no, no, no.
No, we didn't.
Eldon gives Oscar a death glare. Eldon is not pleased.
Is this an intimidation check?
No, this is Eldon letting Oscar know he is pissed.
That's okay. Alden, we'll take care of the pigeon drum.
No,
Okay.
Oscar casts charm person.
not gonna work.
Character sheet should be updated.
You technically have to roll, my friend.
No, it's just flat out not gonna work.
No,
Great sword.
Don't
Hey,
waste
do you see it?
your spell slots.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ink rolled an 11.
16.
Okay.
Do the pigeons have like New York accents?
I hope
No.
so.
Not
Okay.
really.
Thank
But,
you, Goffy. And now Rocco crawl.
Hey, you just shot our buddy.
All right. So, Eldon, you are. By the time I had you roll initiative, you're about right here.
Oh, take.
You are about. Let's see. I don't have a skill drawn up for this. Let's see, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. You're a good 80 feet away.
I got a long way to go.
Yep.
Wait, where are we?
You two are right over here.
Oh shit, that's
You're
Oh,
right there next to the church where the pigeons are. The pigeons are up
okay.
here.
Okay.
So you see all the pigeons just start taking flight. They're scattered now above Oscar and Onai, just screeching like pigeons do. I guess I don't know what pigeons sound like, to be honest with you.
They could.
They coo. Okay.
Oh,
So it's very angrily because these are essentially dire pigeons.
Okay.
All right, they're just taking flight. They haven't attacked yet. They're extremely agitated though, with all the ruckus. So, what, Eldon? You're up first. What would you like to do?
I'm still pretty far away.
Yeah.
come here, Alden. We need your help.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking or running.
All right, so I'm gonna just say you take a dash action to get right where everyone is, or at least close enough to be within the area.
Okay, and so that's probably the end of my
Yep.
turn.
All right. So next up will be Onai.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, this is
Do you have anything that cast like in a large vicinity at them?
I've got Thunder Wave. Would Thunder Wave work?
I mean, yeah, it deals damage, and
Kill them all. Yep, just kill them.
if you hit a 10 with that damage, they obviously die.
Will
Yeah,
I be able to hit them in the air with Thunder Wave though?
Should.
use it.
Awesome. I
Use
guess
it.
I'll do that then. I'm too lazy to roll actual die, so come here, character sheet. Oh, do I have to play a song for this? Because I just texted Goffy. I know what I'd play.
Oh, for what? Thunderwave?
hmm
Yeah. Go ahead and play an instrument real quick to kind of cast your spell.
Tell me. Let me see. Yes.
Yes. All right, that seems to be good.
I thought it worked because it was Thunder Wave.
My favorite song.
All right. So you see out of the 10, you see about 4 of them just puff into a ball of feathers, and just feathers are everywhere.
When I puts down, I don't know if she was playing that with flute. I think she was. She like holds her flute with one hand and then flips them off with both hands in the sky.
Yes.
So you quite literally, you saw a bolt of lightning come out the one of the ends, one of the holes on your flute,
Mhm.
and it goes streaking. Not lightning, but you just see a big wave of energy, and then you hear a loud clash of thunder as 4 pigeons just kind of puff into feathers.
It's raining feathers. Screw you, birds.
Sound effects are perfect.
I had to hit 4. I forgot.
Okay. But the other 6 are even more agitated now, and one of them is going to swing a dive bomb Onai and take an attack.
Oh no.
And miss and hit Eldon's foot.
Eldon is getting more and more pissed by the second here.
When I was trying not to laugh.
Now Oscar's like trying not to smirk because he has it all over him. He's like, I can't laugh because it's all over me.
Uh-huh.
But
All right.
he now knows how funny this is.
Oh my
I don't want to
God.
get it in my hair. Like, that would take so long to wash down. Ona's got freaking hair the size of a small nose.
Oh my gosh.
She'd be in the shower for hours.
All right, guys, back on track. So,
Yep.
Oscar, after watching this pigeon come down, you see some of the pigeons are a little bit lower in the sky at this point. Probably a good 5 feet ahead of above you, but this one pigeon is just right over, just now going past Onai. What would you like to do?
Can I take an opportunity attack on it since it's flying past me?
It hasn't moved out of your threat range just yet, but it's just gone over Onai and was kind of.
How does Hellish Rebuke work? Because can I pull a Hellish Rebuke and hit or is that just for myself?
That's just for yourself. Once you get damaged, you can take an attack.
Okay.
So it's a reaction.
It's a reaction, but I didn't use it when the last one hit me because I didn't see it coming.
No, that's fine.
So it's just out of my vicinity for an opportunity?
Yeah, it's still within 5 feet of you, so within your threat range.
So
you do not take an attack of opportunity just yet.
Okay.
And also, attack of opportunities right now are only melee attacks, unless you take the Warcaster feat.
I am going to. How much do they weigh?
Oh my God, we're getting technical here.
I
You're
swear
gonna
to God.
fucking use your hands and grab one, aren't you?
Give them all random weights. I don't care. As long as one is below 10.
10 pounds.
I cast Mage Hand and grabbed the one that flew past.
All right, make a Arcana check for me real quick,
Yes.
Oh my God.
just to see if you can
I'm
manipulate
capable.
your magic that way.
That's funny.
Okay. I love how I'm a warlock with a -1 Arcana. Oh, nat 20!
Holy shit.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to grab the pigeon, but you see it just start pecking at the mage hand.
Well, the Mage Hand is like a phantom hand, isn't it? It's not an actual hand.
It still starts pecking at it, so.
It can't do jack shit. I'm pulling it in.
All right, so you pull the pigeon up to you. What do you do with the pigeon?
I cast Eldritch Blast straight at it.
All right, roll with disadvantage because it's. How close are you pulling it to you?
As like my finger can touch its face.
Roll at disadvantage.
Why?
Just do it.
Because casting spells within 5 feet of yourself, advantage. You're too close.
Ah.
Can I change my mind and move it back?
No.
Nope.
No,
You've
you're
already
committed.
All right.
Also, you're angry, so.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Somehow you're holding it and the pigeon pecks your finger out of the way and it misses his head by inches.
Do I still hold it though?
Yes, you're still grasping it.
Okay. As long as I'm still holding it, I'm going to fuck this pigeon up.
All right. With that done, next up is Ink. You are still looking in the pipe from the doorway of the Pied Piper.
Okay, and what am I seeing here? I'm just saying like a swarm of birds.
Yeah, you see.
How many exactly are still?
Right now they have 6 pigeons out, but you saw Oscar grab one, like quite literally pluck it out of the air with a fan.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my feline agility to get
Okay.
all the way up there,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna stand next to Onai and ready in action because I'm assuming they're all out of reach.
You get one or two that are 5 feet above you. You could probably, I could let you make a jumping attack, but it would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Or actually, I would actually have you roll either athletics or athletics check to see if you can jump up high enough.
Okay.
And then a normal attack.
All right. I'm gonna acrobatics.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do an arm stripe and just try to chop the pigeon out of the
Okay.
Is this our
Yeah.
way of getting XP? Like, does it come down to fighting pigeons?
You jump up in the air and you quite literally uppercut a pigeon out of the air. You see it just skyrocket.
No.
Or were you saying ninja chop?
Just chop them.
Okay,
out of the air.
You quite literally chop the,
Chop.
and you just see two wings kind of floating.
So while I'm up there chopping that pigeon, if I were to expend a key point, do flurry of blows, or just my bonus action, you said there was another one.
Yeah.
Close by.
You have at least two more range now.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna use flurry of blows and try to chop the other one, and then if that one is chop it again. If not,
Okay.
if that does land, chop the other one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, the next
Jesus.
one you cut in half.
Jesus.
Dear God. Yeah.
Jesus
So
Christ.
No more fucking pigeons.
you took out 3 pigeons. There's
Ka-chow,
still
ka-chow.
the one that, and there's 2 more in the air.
I mean, she is a
You
cat.
see,
Mhm.
you see the 2 that are still up in the air. Most big dive bombs. One at Eldon, not Eldon, sorry, Oscar, and one at Ink. So the first one is going to roll against Oscar. For 5. Rolled a 5, so I take it that misses.
Damn straight.
And
Damn Skippy.
Ink, the one rolled a 13 against you. It missed. Okay. All right. So both of them do a carpet bomb run and miss you both, just splattering the ground. And then one flies kind of past Eldon, trying to get altitude back, and it passes out of your range of your threat range, so you get a opportunity attack if you wish.
Me? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Eldon's had enough
Alright.
of this bullshit. So I will gonna swing my brand new shiny greatsword here.
Okay. Yeah, you able to catch it up, and it's the beginning of its ascent, and
Damn.
you cleave that thing in half.
Oh, beautiful. Good. Good.
So there's one left in the air and one
Yep.
in my hand?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Nobody
so next
killed this
up is Onai. What would you like to do?
Well, that's
Actually, first, sorry.
Oh, no, they're pigeons.
Eldon, it's actually your turn.
My turn.
Yes,
So we got-
that's your games again in a row. Wow. Would you stop? I swear to God. Oh my
Jesus
goodness.
Christ.
Oh my God, I'm gonna kill someone.
So how many
Kill the
pigeons are there?
We got 2. We got one in the air and one that's being held by Oscar.
Don't kill this one. I have a plan.
Eldon would really like to leave, but he's gonna kill that pigeon because he's been not the one Oscar's holding, the one in the air.
Oh, thank you.
Somehow. Because he's
Throw
he's
your
not
sword at it.
humored.
Throw your
So-
sword at it.
Am I able to hit this thing in the air with a sword, or should I just walk away and
It's-
be like, peace later?
The last one is just outside of your threat range, so it's outside. It's about 10 feet away from you, up in the air.
So I can't reach it?
No, not with the sword.
Well, then Eldon's going to go find a park bench that he's hope is nearby, and he's going to sit on it.
You can
He's going to
go.
sit there and watch until this is done, and then he is leaving.
Go do your thing.
There's no park benches on this side, but there is the steps of the church.
Yeah, might as well. I'll go there, put my hands on my chin, sit there. Just make sure nothing bigger comes, and then he's going to
do the thinker pose.
Yep. If I can't reach it, then I'm just going to chill there.
Good.
Which I guess makes me move out
Next
of its
is going to be Onai.
Oh boy, that's a good question now. There's just 2?
Yep, there's 2. There's one that
Don't kill-
Oscar is holding,
Don't kill the one in my hand.
and it's about 10 feet ahead of you, above you. So
Ona looks at the one at Oscar, and she's like, "It's so close, but I
No.
guess you got it."
I caught it. I'm keeping it.
Oh my
You're gonna keep it as a pet? What are you gonna do?
No, you'll see. Just do your thing.
Okay, well, I guess I'll cast Dissonant Whispers at the one in the sky again, because I don't really have anything else to hit him out of the sky.
question, is that a first level spell?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Just keep track of how many spell slots you have left.
I'm pretty sure I have one more. I'm too lazy to roll dice today.
It's easy to roll dice on here. It is so easy.
Yes, it is.
So,
Nope, he does not make the save. The one up in the air, you see it just kind of lurch down, twitch, and then pop.
Ona does like a little wave.
All right.
Alright.
That must be really weird for everybody else to see, because they don't see any. They just see Ona like look at it and it whispers something. They can't hear it and it's dead.
Like carry or something.
Is it my turn?
Yes, Oscar, it is your turn.
I turn to the water and put the pigeon underwater.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
I'm
my
done.
god!
I'm done with this shit.
You
Okay.
fail your dexterity. You
Eldon
Now,
continues
are
to
you-
sit there with his
Question,
chin
are
in
you
his
doing
hand.
this with Mage Hand, or are
Mage
you...
hand. Mage hand. Because I know I'm far away, so I was going to say I can walk to it, and then Mage hand can go, I think, 30 feet or 10 feet.
Give me a second, let me see something real quick.
Is there any damage for drowning?
There is,
Oh,
but it takes a while.
oh, that's fine. I
They're
don't mind
prepared
holding
for
it down there for a while. I obviously grasped it with a nat 20.
Yeah.
I wanted. Hold on. Can I just paint the picture of how I grabbed it? It was like a lizard's tongue just went and grabbed it, and then came right back. Like no, more like Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. Like, get over here.
Okay. Now, just let you know, Mage Hand is not normally able to attack, such as a grapple, but I decided this would be funny to do. So I'm going to say make a Arcana check just to make sure that you can maintain the spell as the pigeon is flapping and pecking at it. So
Allowed for humor's sake.
I like how my Arcana is a -1, and I'm still a Warlock.
Come on, man. Do it.
How though?
Ooh.
yeah, you just failed. So you hear, you see a pop, you hear like a, and you see dissipation of the purple energy that made up the Mage Hand, and now you just see flapping in the water.
And that was that an action, or or was that a movement?
Yeah, I would say that would be your action, to actually physically move the pigeon and drown it, and attempt to drown it.
Damn. Okay.
So next up is Ink.
Okay.
Is Ink afraid of water? Like, go get
Yeah.
it.
Ink looks at you like you have 3 heads and goes, wow.
Can I grab Ink and throw her at it?
Oh, I don't not
It's
suggest
not your
that.
turn.
She does not
Hold
go
on,
near the water.
hold on, wait. It's like just on the edge. Can I grab Ink and then like hold her above the water?
Oh my god.
No, it's already
Like Mission Impossible style, like
your turn has already passed. Ink.
yeah.
What are
I mean, nothing else is attacking my buddy, so I'm just gonna,
all right?
watch this
So
flapping
after that, you see the pigeon make its way back to the land, look at you, Oscar, and fly away across the lake in this
Get the-
direction.
Get the fuck out of here.
And you hear briefly in the wind, "Fuck you."
Eldritch Blast reached 120 feet, bitch, come back.
So he's essentially, that pigeon is like, "Nope, fuck this. I'm out. I'm done. Fuck you all. You just killed my family. Fuck you."
Cool. Fuck you too. They shit
That
on me.
pigeon will be back someday. It's gonna
So-
kill us all. What have
It's
we
gonna
got?
come back as like strong as freaking stone arm later. And he's just gonna be like, "Get over here."
How many
What's up,
pigeons
motherfuckers?
did I kill? I swear I killed like.
Yeah,
You killed 5.
Yeah,
No.
you killed about
Good job.
5.
Wait,
You
I
killed 5.
One, and the one. I
So
killed
that
three.
pigeon's gonna
She
come
killed
back
6.
whenever
She
you're all
killed
level
6.
20, and it's gonna be like, "Sup, motherfuckers."
Hold on.
That's gonna be the final boss of the game.
Oh, and I killed 6.
Yeah, because I killed 4 with Thunderwave, and then
Well,
Two
you
pigeons
killed.
in it.
Yeah, there was 11 pigeons in general, but the
Yeah.
one you killed before we knew about the 10.
yay.
Okay.
So, are they just like standing there counting these out on their hands, Max? Is that what's going on at the moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Essentially.
Eldon's walking
as-
away.
And as you're walking away, you guards coming up both directions, pikes in hand. Some of them are wearing spears, and you just see them just kind of surround this area
Ooh.
here and here, and
Were
they're
we
like,
not supposed to kill the pigeons?
and they just they look around, just confused, seeing feathers everywhere.
Guys,
And-
guys.
You see a very weathered old man walk up. He stands very tall and proud, and he has a slight limp and is walking with a cane. But you see a long sword strapped to his left hip. He's got
Oh.
peppered white hair and a very majestic mustache. See.
Oh, and I looked at Oscar like, did we disturb the pigeons? Were we not supposed to kill them? I'm really scared.
Oh my god,
What?
it's the
Oh,
Earl!
What's
It's the father of the owl guy.
What kind of piques y'all's interest? You see an owl on his shoulder.
I look
and
at
you
Eldon.
You see this man.
She almost
You see this man.
Eldon looks at
hold
Oscar.
out his. You see this man hold out his left hand, pointing towards the pigeon, and you see the owl just take off.
And I bow to the guy. Thank you.
Oh, no, I
And-
checked the depression. Okay, so we were supposed to kill the pigeons. Oh boy.
And you see this man just walk up and just kind of stands in front of his man. It's like, "Well, it looks like we're late to the party, gentlemen. Everyone back to your post. I'll clean up here." And he walks over to Oscar and says, "You look like you could use another bath, my friend."
Yeah, I was gonna rinse off in the lake a little bit.
And he says, "Well, we greatly appreciate the help.
Was that help? Like, I didn't know that was a.
We
Yes.
didn't mean to
Problem.
anger the pigeons, but they're dead now. So
Well, you kind of see some some remains of the pigeon bodies, and they're after all the excitement, you see that they are much larger, like probably 5 times the size of a normal pigeon.
Right, you
That's
did say that.
big
These things
pigeon.
are massive. I was like, well, let me back up here. Let me do some introductions. My name is Earl Lexi Ottaviano. I am the town master of Ryan's Heart.
Mhm.
I've already been informed of my guards who you all are. I know everyone that comes in and out of my city here, or not city, town. Sorry, that was me as a DM saying that, not him.
Yes.
But he takes a look around, and says, "Well, it looks like you lot definitely cleaned up. I just ask next time if you're gonna make such a ruckus, please try to be a little bit more quiet. That those loud claps of thunder kind of scared some of the children in the schoolyard."
Of course, sir. I'm
about
sorry.
that.
I gotta admit, like Oscar does well with like authority. Like I don't know. He's like nervous. He's just like
Please don't get me.
He sees the nervousness of you kind of shuffling back and forth of your feet, and he says, "Calm down, big fella. None of you are in trouble here."
Eldon walks up to
Oh,
him
and I was
because he
nervous at
wants
first.
to talk to him.
Okay.
And just Eldon and him.
He just stands there looking at you. Yes, how can I help you?
Did you by chance, you say you know everybody who's come through this town.
Yes.
Have you by chance seen a red-haired lady by the name of Riku come through here?
We've seen a lot of redheads, male, female, questionable sexual orientations come through this town. I'm not particular with names. He pulls out a little leather-bound notebook. He asks you, about how long ago would you think she had passed through here?
All right, Max, we need to talk as DM to me.
Okay.
How long have I only been traveling for like 4 weeks from my town?
Yeah, let's say
Okay.
you've been traveling about just over about a month and a half or so.
Okay, she would have probably come by a month ago. Or back to Eldon tells him, probably would have been about a month ago.
Okay. He starts flipping through the pages, and he comes across a couple of Ricos. He's like, "Do you have a particular last name or anything?"
Suave.
Garak.
Garrett.
No
No,
offense. I had.
I see. All right. Quick question: what would Rico's maiden name have been?
Oh, fuck.
Suave.
No. Yuki. Let's go with
Okay.
Snow. Yuki. Yeah.
He starts reading. It's like, I don't see any Rico with that name. We have, let's see, we got Thomason, we got Briarwood, we have Yuki, we have
Yuki. That's the one.
yeah. So I see that a Rico Yuki passed through town maybe, let's see, a month and a half ago. Looks like
All right.
she stayed for 3 days before leaving town. I'm not entirely sure what direction she left, sadly. We don't keep track of that, just who comes and who goes.
So these monsters out in the forest, the Walking Dead, are you able to tell who they once were?
Is that the Walking Dead theme?
No.
He kind of cocks his head a little bit to the side. Well, usually the Walking Dead are people who have been long since dead. So unless she's died recently, I don't see any reason why she would have turned into one of the undead. But that's been something that we've been battling since even before the Great Wars happened.
Exactly.
So, you can usually tell who they are as long as they're not, their face or any distinctive features about them are, heavily damaged. But most of the ones that we have faced in the last couple of weeks have mostly been bandits from the outskirts, or even a couple of orcs here and there, and a few of our own citizens from the graveyard. But
Where
honestly,
do you have any
go ahead.
idea where she most likely would have stopped while she was here?
he kind of thinks for a moment, and it's like the only places that from here anyone can go would be north to the capital Zegrith, west to Velen or Old Mount. No one really heads east to Clearborn Tower, and we haven't had any caravans from Harston to the northeast recently.
I don't suppose by some off chance you happen to know of any places in town she visited.
Most likely the Lotus. Most people that come through here either stay at the Lotus or it's the most well-known inn, and usually the fairest of prices. We got a few others, a couple that are a little bit more upscale, a couple that are a little bit more run-down. But my case is she probably just used this as a way station if she actually came through here. Since I have her name written down, and if it's the same person.
Well, Eldon's objective has changed slightly, and he's going to the Lotus.
Okay. Before I said, wait a minute. Before you all leave, he kind of scratches his head. It looks a little embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of was like, I have a request. I heard that y'all had a run-in with my son recently.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
I don't disagree. He has been...
or never mind, do?
He's been... not been the same since his tutor has vanished. Well, you see, I'm a little embarrassed to mention this, but whenever he was young, his mother died in childbirth. And for a number of years, I wasn't the best of fathers. And so I hired a local to be his tutor, be a mentor, someone that I couldn't be at that time. By the time I was ready, the war was going on and he had already left. But when he came back, he was as talented as any other soldier. But he was still the bright young lad that he was, that I saw him as. But after Victor vanished over 2 weeks ago, it just seems like something has come over him. He's become more hostile, even to his own company within the town's guard. Most of the men and women in the town's guard are kind of worried about him, and I've been forced to put him on administrative leave until we can sort out the issue with the disappearances of some of our villagers, as well as the issue with with the aggression that's taken over the forest here recently. My request is, it doesn't have to do with my son. He will, whatever he does will work itself out eventually, I hope, as long as we get some closure. But I know most of my rangers and my town's guard are kind of busy just keeping the peace and just taking out any monsters that have any reports of monsters that have been submitted to the township. But we're a little spread thin. We don't have anyone that can actually see where these beasts are coming from. Would any of you be willing to, if you have the time, that is, would you be willing to, to investigate the woods and see if you can't locate where these monsters are coming from? See if there is a common point between.
I fully intend to. As this reminds me of the war, I fully intend to come to the bottom of this situation.
Okay. He kind of looks a little relieved at hearing Eldon say that. Oscar, were you going to say something?
I was just going to... Well, first, Oscar washed his face off during Eldon and his conversation.
Of course.
In the lake. In the lake.
Of course.
I would say he rinsed it off. He's cleaned up.
In the exact same spot where you tried to drown the pigeon?
Yes.
Yes. Kind of figured.
Oh goodness.
So I come back and as of right now, I need to do something before I go anywhere.
We're in no hurry. Like I said, we've been dealing with this for a number of weeks now. We just don't have the manpower to spare and you want to actually investigate, if y'all get a moment, I should highly suggest taking another look at Victor's farm to the northwest a little bit. It's on the outskirts of town. Closest to the woods, that's where the disappearances started. He was the first one to vanish.
Cool. I am so game. Let me run to the Smith first and the library, and then I'll get right on it for you, my pal.
All right. Well, if whoever partakes, if you all solve this together and can help us either figure out where this is coming from or why this is happening, if there's any rhyme or reason to it, there's 50 gold in it for each of you.
Well, I know I'd like
How
to
much
help
gold
too.
for each of us?
50.
Hmm.
That's the most that the council is willing to part with for this right now. But depending on what you find out, I might be able to convince them to offer up a little bit more if possible. I can't make any guarantees right now, because right now no one is sure if this is just an odd coincidence going on or if there's something larger at play here.
I look at Oscar, or not, I am Oscar. Sorry. the wrong
looking-
picture.
Hi, Oscar.
I look at Eldon, like, out of the corner of my eye, like, is that enough for what we're getting ourselves into? Like, he can I don't know, I feel like that should be, like, a general
That's what I was kind of.
face. That should just be a general face, because it's like,
Eldon, you
doesn't-
know,
So
from,
I would like, since money's seems to be what you don't want to part with. Maybe some.
well, it's not me. It's not me that would want to part with it, but the council right now. We're just asking you to investigate. If you find something a lot larger going on, we will definitely compensate you for your troubles.
Eldon looks over at Oscar.
do you mind giving me a second?
Have as long as you need.
Stand right there, and I'll take Oscar. I am Oscar. God damn it!
Hi,
Take
Oscar.
Eldon.
Oscar, stop looking at yourself.
I love myself. I'll take Eldon with me.
Okay.
So I'm assuming we step out of range and we're whispering.
Yes.
Eldon, I don't want to risk my life over 50 gold pieces. We don't know what we're going to see in these woods.
Eldon, you know from experience that 50 gold for just investigating something is actually a really reasonable price.
I just don't see a reason to go into a forest where pigeons can be 5 times the size of original size pigeons is a good idea. God forbid we run into something that's 5 times bigger than it should be, and it's bigger than us. I don't think that's a good idea.
Based on what happened during the war, we have to, Oscar. We will take the 50 as an investigation. If we have to do any more, we will come back and request more.
You understand I'm going to lie my ass off
Yes.
to get more money out of this, right?
That is fine, but based on what happened during the wars, this is something we have to do. We will
Fine.
get more money to do an investigation. We're going out there, we're looking. If they expect any kind of combat that goes out of anything that we are not comfortable with, then we can expect to be paid more.
All right. Let's do it then. After I run to the smith and everything.
Yes, and I have my own stuff to do too, so.
Okay. I assume we walk back.
Yep.
And I'll look at Eldon. Eldon can say it.
We're more than willing to go and do some investigation, as I know.
I would take that back. More than willing is a stretch.
We are more than willing.
I'm more than willing. I
Eldon
don't know about you guys.
restates to go doing some investigation. However, if this turns into something far larger than mere investigation, we would want more compensation, as our lives would then be put into danger.
Most certainly.
All right, then you got a deal.
All right. Lexi reaches out his hand and grabs out towards you as in.
You broke out.
Yeah,
you
it's
did.
like everybody wants that.
Lexi reaches out his hand, looking to close the deal with a handshake.
And I do.
right. He says, and on a show of good faith, he tosses. He looks at you, gives you 5 gold pieces a piece. He looks at the little elf lady. He looks at Onai. Said, "My dear Onai," because he knows all your names at this point from his little records. Would you also be willing to help these two?
Of course, I'm more than willing to.
He hands you 5 gold advancement, and it looks like, and my Tabaxan friend, Ink. Would you
Didn't she go back to the library?
No,
not yet.
She's been gone.
I
I
thought,
heard,
Ain't back.
I heard you guys say, or Oscar say library, so I just like immediately slunk over, just like waiting for you to go to the library. I need you to the library. Anyway, what were we saying, Max?
Lexi looks at you and just says, "Are you also willing to take up this investigation for us?"
Yes.
He hands you 5 gold.
Cool. Nice.
Said, "This is an advancement. You will get the other 45 for the investigation, and depending on what you all find, I will renegotiate with the city council treasury for more funds."
Ink will buy many books with
It's like, I am sure that the
I'm
patrons
sure
of the
she
Pied
will.
Piper will be more than happy to trade coin for books with you.
all right. Well, I hate to run. That pigeon thing really stalled my day.
Mhm.
I will get back to you when we go. I'll give you my AOL Messenger, and we will talk later.
He
runs
looks
up
really
to them.
confused. He's like, AOL, what the fuck is that?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's
It's a pigeon. Right? It's a pigeon, right, Oscar? That has AOL on it?
I was trying. I'm trying so hard to make this acronym work in fantasy. Fuck.
Lexi just like, well, whatever it is you mean, I look forward to hearing whatever you find, one way or another. You all have a wonderful day. And he turns around and kind of limps off.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.
And in the distance, you see his owl come back with parts of a pigeon in its clasp.
I give
Oh,
the
I think
owl.
it's awesome.
I give the owl a thumbs up.
Oh, and I gives it 2 thumbs up.
Does he like acknowledge it? Like, I want to see him be like an owl that can like speak later, and he's just like, "Hi guys, my name is Galwain."
Yeah, you see the owl just tilt his head over at you all, and then just flies towards the to Lexi.
All right. Then I'm gonna head to the library in this case.
And
Okay.
Eldon's actually going to walk over to one of the piers and just stand there for a moment and just
I'm going to
contemplate life.
like whisper yell like Eldon, bye. Because
And
now I can't yell. I can't.
Eldon's just going to nod, and he's just going to go to the pier where he's just going to be absorbed in his thoughts for a little bit.
Well, Onai was actually gonna go over to Eldon and ask him if that was his wife he was talking about, which she's pretty sure it was, but
Which would probably be perfect since I'm going to the pier, so I'm not going to the inn yet.
Yeah.
So, guess you could follow me over there if you want.
I do, and I asked if it was your wife.
It was. She left me.
Why?
Because
What?
I was selfish. And Eldon looks kind of sad, and he's all, I never dropped my guard around her. She didn't really think I entirely loved her.
But did you?
Of course. She was my world.
So
She meant
You're-
everything to me. I have to find her. And I was terrified that she might have been one of these creatures. And now that I know she's not, I'm relieved.
I think finding her really. So, understand that you love her. I think she just couldn't understand.
The amount that I would have to change scares me. Being close to people has brought me nothing but pain.
That's
And
terrible.
And Eldon just keeps staring at the water and he goes, "Yeah, but she saved me."
Well,
And then he just looks over at
Well, I
Onai
hope
and
she's-
yeah.
well, I hope she's doing well. We'll find her.
Eldon reaches out his hand, puts it on Onai's head, says, "Thank you." And then he goes back to looking dead serious and just walks off and starts heading to the inn,
Right.
having thought about what, basically her talking to him kind of cheered him up.
Now, and I'm just gonna wait for everybody to be ready. She's been ready. Let's go.
Well, you're gonna wait in the yard for a while because I'm going to the library and the
She'll-
smith.
Oh, and I will sit on the pier. Like, she doesn't want to go and follow Eldon and bother him too much, so she's gonna sit on the pier and play her flute.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wonder. Oof. Oof. Yes, I can make an ocarina one of my instruments, guys. 'Cause I have 3 of them, and Jenkins gave me one, so I have 4. So I have violin, 2 flutes, and my ocarina.
Oh.
Heck yes.
All right, so Eldon is walking back towards the inn. Onai, you're sitting there next to the lake, playing your instruments, just kind of thinking about what everything has happened, and Oscar and Ink are making their way back towards the library.
Oscar's just covered in
And I'm not
Oscar,
covered.
Oscar,
Not covered, but-
quickly roll a dexterity check for me, real quick.
Son of a bitch.
I just want to see how much you got off.
Would that be?
Just a-
Oh yeah, it would. It would. Yeah, sleight of hand is in there. Okay.
Yeah, but
Same
just do
thing.
a normal dexterity check.
Not
I didn't
bad.
even see it.
You get enough. You might have missed this a little bit behind your right ear a little bit, but
Okay.
you think you got most of it off.
Okay. It'll
So-
come off when I shower.
All right, so Oscar and Ink, you make your way towards the Pied Piper. What do you two want to do?
I need to find a book.
No shit, Sherlock. You're going to a fucking library.
I walk in the library like, this isn't the bar.
And then you see the librarian that you all remember Ink was speaking with it earlier the day, Jorana.
Yes.
She's like, "Welcome to the Pied Piper." Oh, Ink, welcome back.
And I go to the window and I pick up the book I was reading, seeing if I can't glean any more information from it.
Okay. She kind of, Jorana, just kind of laughs a little bit, and it's like, "I like that one."
Yeah.
And she looks over at you and says, "Yes, how can I help you? You look like you're a friend of Ink here. Any friend of Ink is going to be a friend of mine."
Yes, I am a friend of Ink's.
Oh.
I'm looking for. I don't know how to word this. Do you have any how to be a warlock for dummies?
She looks at you kind of with a questioning look, and it's like, "I'm sorry, I don't think we have too many arcane tomes here.
Mhm.
Give me a minute. Let me go check. No, we don't have any in the library. We might have a few small wizards for, something like magical chores or something like that. But it wouldn't do it probably wouldn't do you any good. Let me go check the store on the other side, and you see that now that you're in here, you see that the front half of the building is actually a library that people can check out books and
Max,
enjoy there.
let's take a break. It's an hour and a half.
I know. I'm about to get that. And you see her just kind of walk back behind it and comes back 2 minutes later and says, sorry, we don't have any arcane tombs. We have a couple of bard tales on warlocks, but nothing that would probably help you learn.
Okay. Do you have any stories of warlocks, like at all, like anything, like just
we have.
I just need something to give me an idea of what I'm supposed to be doing.
Mostly the tales are just talking about brave warriors and wizards and.
Are you saying that's not me?
No, what I'm saying is they're ballads of warlocks past. I think the only one that we actually have is one on Grandmaster Victor Croven of the Iron Legion.
Wait, did you say Iron? Say it again.
Yes, the Grandmaster of the Iron Legion.
Oscar slightly remembers Jenkins saying something about that a while back.
Jirana kind of points over to the wall of the library, and on the wall you see photos. And what is dinging on my end? I hear it dinging.
It's probably Wolf.
Gotcha. You see a couple of photos. You see about get the number right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 photos on the wall, and she says, well, "Over there, we got pictures of the 5 captains of the 5 legions of the Iron Lords right now." And on the far left, you see a plaque that says Victor Croven, commander of the First Legion. And you see a very what's the word I'm looking for? Stoic man, bald head, thick black mustache, and scars over his left eye.
Okay.
So I said, but honestly, if you want to learn anything about being a warlock, you might want to, if you can ever find a way, you need to speak with Victor, Master Victor. But it's extremely difficult to get a hold of the captains, even for residents of Zegrith, and any other residents of the Kingdom of Revni.
Okay.
But you might have access. You might ask Master Jenkins if he knows of anyone that can lead you in the right direction.
Okay.
All right. So on that, let's take a quick break for a little bit.
Okay.
Save me.
Drink.
All right. So